Okay, today we're going to learn about determining if a shape has a line of symmetry. So here's our objective. Students will be able to determine if a shape has a line of symmetry. And our essential question, how do we tell if a shape has a line of symmetry? We're going to be doing two mini lessons today. So we're going to learn the first mini lesson. We're going to stop. You'll do your first partner and independent work. You'll come back and watch the second video and then do your second partner and independent work. So here's mini lesson number one. So a line of symmetry is when a shape can be folded on a line so that it has two parts that match exactly. So here are some examples over here of lines of symmetry. The letter A has a line of symmetry. This shape right here in green does not have a line of symmetry because the two pieces are not equal in size. They don't match exactly. All right, the letter A again has a line of symmetry, and the triangle has 1, 2, 3 lines of symmetry. So here's your activator. Imagine you have the letter W and you might have it on paper. How many times can you fold it to find the line of symmetry? So I'll let you guys try that. If you don't have the W on paper, you can draw it on your whiteboard and do a dotted line where you think you can fold it so that the two sides match exactly. Okay. So some of you may figure out that the line of symmetry is right here in the middle. So this half of the W matches exactly with the other half of the W, and it only has one line of symmetry. So we would say it has one line of symmetry. All right, let's think about the letter G. Can you fold the letter G to find symmetry? I'll let you guys think about it and try it, and then I'll reveal the answer. Okay, you probably realize either by drawing on your whiteboards or if you have the cutout of the letter, there are no lines of symmetry in the letter G because if we went down the middle vertically, those two pieces aren't equal. And if we went horizontally, the top and the bottom are also not equal and they don't match exactly. So 0 lines of symmetry. Okay, together we're going to determine if a shape has a line of symmetry. So it's a really fun lesson. You're going to get to do some drawing on your whiteboard and you're going to love it. Okay, so let's start with the light bulb, the top one. So on your whiteboards, I want you to write down yes or no, or if you are on Zoom, send in the chat yes or no. Do you think the light bulb has a line of symmetry? Remember, a line of symmetry is when both sides match exactly. All right, show me your whiteboard, send me a chat. And yes, I want to do green. Yes, because these two sides match exactly. So yes. All right, your next shape, the letter N. Okay, so this one is a little tricky. The best way to think about this, if you had a cutout letter on a piece of paper and you folded it in half, would the two sides match up exactly? And these would not. So the letter N does not have a line of symmetry. So we would say no. Okay, next one, letter X. You can draw this on your whiteboard or just think about it by looking at the screen. Does the letter X have a line of symmetry? And yes, it does, because if you folded the top down to the bottom, it would match up exactly. Okay, next one. All right, the number 4. Okay, think about your next one. Write down on your whiteboard, yes or no. Send me a chat if you are on Zoom. Give you a moment. Okay, now before I say yes or no, I'm going to show you guys something that is pretty cool. So if I rotate the number 4 right here, wow, now I can really clearly see both sides match exactly. Same thing if I went this way. Just another way to think about it and rotate it. So sometimes you might have to look at the shape from a different perspective. to determine if it has a line of symmetry. So as we can see, when I rotated it, yes, it does have one line of symmetry. So here I would say yes, check. Okay, next shape, the house. Write on your whiteboards, yes or no, send me a chat. Okay, yes, this does have one line of symmetry. And our last shape, okay, and remember how I rotated the 4? Think about it the same way. And if I folded the bottom part of, it's like a capital Z or an uppercase N that's rotated, would it match up with the top? Visualize you folding the bottom up. Would it match up perfectly with the top? So turn and talk, send a chat on Zoom, and then I'll reveal our answer. Okay, so similar to the one we did previously, no, it does not have a line of symmetry. Okay, next challenge. All right, so now you guys are gonna draw the other half of the shape to show the line of symmetry. So let's start, I'm gonna cover up the bottom one. Let's start with this top one. On your whiteboards, draw what you see on the screen, and then complete the other half to show the other line of symmetry. It is totally fine if it's not perfect. We know it's not gonna be exactly straight because we're not using rulers or measuring, but just try your best. Okay, I'm gonna show what the other half would look like. So I'd match it as exactly as I can. Like I said, it's okay if it's not totally perfect. I'm gonna move my line over a little bit. See, there we go. So that's the other half, and it's totally fine that all your lines are not perfectly straight. We can visualize that this is the other half of the shape to show the line of symmetry. All right, second one. Imagine you are reflecting the shape across the line. So how would you reflect this shape across the line? I'll pause, let you guys draw on your whiteboards, and then we'll share out. Okay, so we come down like this. It almost looks like a piece of candy in a wrapper. Come like this. And there we go. We reflected the line, the shape across the line of symmetry. Okay, that was end of mini lesson 1. Your job right now is to complete the partner work number 1 and the independent work number 1. If you are in the classroom, those are copied on the same paper. So one side is the partner work 1, the other side is the independent work 1. If you are on Zoom, make sure you're doing partner work number 1, then independent work number 1. When we finish those, we'll review them, and then it's time for the second mini lesson that will also be on symmetry, but adding a little bit more.